Fans, please be sure to visit the Lancers merchandise booth to grab your Lancers gear. Additional merchandise available at ourlancers.com. And top-notch monogramming. The concession stand fans is open. The Lancers are back in action right here at Aquinas next weekend on Sunday, May 23rd. A doubleheader with the UWS Lady Lancers versus New Jersey Copa at 2 p.m. and the NPSL Lancers versus FC Buffalo at 5.
After 2 years, the Rochester Lancers are taking the pitch once again at Aquinas Stadium. Today, it's the opening match of the 2021 NPSL season as the top two teams from the Midwest Rust Belt Division face off as the Lancers host Cleveland SC. I'm Andrew Battisti, the Rochester Lancers team historian, joined by the coach of the Rochester Lancers, Doug Miller. And Doug, I'm sure you are excited about getting back on the field and getting back to work here with the Lancers.
Yeah, absolutely. I think the last year and a half has been a learning experience for everybody, and I think the guys are ready to get back on the field for some normalcy. And who better to start off with than Cleveland?
Very familiar team. The last team the Lancers played was Cleveland, one of the wildest, craziest matches in all of Lancers history. Cleveland ended up winning it 6-4, and today the one guy you got to stop is Vinny Bell, the big striker from Cleveland. How do you plan to do that?
Well, Vinny's a great player, and going back to the game 2 years ago, when we were winning 3-1 in the 87th minute, and it was the weirdest game I've ever been involved in, and unfortunately we came out in the short end of the stick. But the guys that played in that game, there's probably 6 that'll be starting today that are going to look to give him a little bit of payback. And for Vinny Bell, we just gotta kind of let him sleep so that he doesn't impact the game too much, and we've got some big defenders that are going to take care of that.
A lot of familiar faces for both teams. Back with the Lancers, Jake Schindler, the captain. He's going to be a rock in the back.
Yeah, Jake is a constant professional. He plays indoors, plays outdoors. Every game that he comes to, that he's going to give 100%. And, he's a student of the game, so he understands it. He can identify situations. With him back there, Harling and Andre, I think we will hopefully lock down Vinny Bell.
Big game here at Aquinas today. The Rochester Lancers hosting Cleveland SC in the first game of the NPSL season. We'll be right back with the starting lineups next on the Rochester Lancers Broadcast Network.
And now, ladies and gentlemen, it is time for today's starting lineups. First, for the visiting Cleveland SC. They are led by their goalkeeper, number 31, Connor Cable. Defender number 2, Bonan Kankar. Attack number 3, Daniel Rupel. In the midfield, number 4, Michael Derzik. On attack number 9, Vincent Bell. In the midfield, number 10, Amir Suljik. On attack number 13, Andrew Nicholas. Defender number 14, Omar Oliveros Alvarez. Defender number 16, Chris Saveco. Midfielder number 18, Yanis Schmidt. And defender number 25, Corbin McAvenue. The head coach of Cleveland SC is Lewis Dunn. Ladies and gentlemen, Cleveland SC. And now, here is the starting 11 for your 2021 Rochester Lancers. Your Lancers are led by co-captain and goalkeeper number 25, Brian Wilkins. In the midfield, number 10, Lucas Fernandez. Defender number 11, Julio Nayvarnar. Defender number 14, Alex Harley. Forward number 15, Austin Gerber. Defender number 16, Andre Timidin. In the midfield, wearing number 17, Bruno Schiefer. Defender and co-captain number 18, Brian Walensky. Running up top, wearing number 21, Matt D'Amico. Forward number 25, August Finn. And on defense, he is a co-captain. He wears number 42. He is Jake Schindler. The head coach of your Rochester Lancers is Doug Miller. Ladies and gentlemen, there they are, your 2021 Rochester Lancers. And now, ladies and gentlemen, at this time, would you please rise and remove your hats first for a moment of silence. Today we remember the passing of Rochester rock star legend Phil Nero. Phil Nero played under the event tent at most outdoor Lancer games. Phil, you will always be a Lancers legend. Thank you. Now we ask you to please remain standing for the playing of our national anthem.
And good afternoon, everyone, and welcome to the Charlie A. Schiano Senior Field here at Aquinas Institute. Today, it's the opening match in the Midwest Conference Rust Belt Division, and it's the top two teams from 2019. The host Rochester Lancers, who finished second at a 6-2-2 record, taking on the division champions Cleveland SC. They were 8-2. They went all the way to the Final Four of the NPSL playoffs last year, or 2 years ago. I'm going to say that all during the game, I'm sure. They lost the eventual champions, Miami FC, but it was a tremendous year. And the last time both these teams took to the field was in a memorable playoff game 2 years ago, which was one of the wildest and craziest matches ever seen in Rochester soccer history. Cleveland SC ended up winning the game 6-4. No, that's not an indoor soccer score. That's an outdoor soccer score. Lancers were up 3-1 with a couple minutes to go. Cleveland tied the game, went ahead in the first extra time session. Lancers tied it, and then Cleveland scored 2 goals at the end of in the second extra time period to win the game. And it was number 9, Vinny Bell, who will be starting up top today for Cleveland, who had 4 goals in that game. Let's go over the lineups real quickly for Cleveland SC. They'll start in goal, number 31, Connor Cable. They'll play a 4-2-3-1, and the back 4 of Corbin McAvenue, number 25, Omar Oliveros Alvarez, number 14, Bobby Kankar, number 2, and Chris Saveco, number 16. 2 holding midfielders, Janis Schmidt, number 18, and Mike Derezik, number 4. 3 in midfield, Danny Ruppel, number 3, Admir Sulovic, number 10, and Andrew Nicholas, number 13. And at top, Big Vinny Bell, number 9. For the Lancers, they'll start in goal, co-captain Brian Wilkin, number 25. Same formation, 4-2-3-1. Bruno, number 17, in the back with Andrei Demidev, Jake Schindler, the co-captain, and Alex Harling, number 14. 2 holding midfielders, Brian Wolanski, co-captain, number 18, and August Finn, 24. Jujay Verdar, number 11 in midfield with Lucas Freekick Fernandez, number 10, and Austin Gerber, number 15. And here comes Gerber downfield. Gerber takes a shot, and it goes into the side netting. Great start for the Lancers. They scored 2 minutes into that playoff game with Michael Cunningham, who's now with FC Tulsa in the USL Championship in Division II of American Soccer. Up front for the Lancers is number 21, Matt D'Amico, as the striker. Cleveland in their brand new orange and white strip with black shorts and black socks. Lancers wearing their throwback 50th anniversary NASL Championship strip when the Lancers in 1970 won the NASL title, led by MVP Carlos Medellari, the only man to win 2 NASL MVP awards in the history of the league. He should be in the U.S. Soccer Hall of Fame, along with Charlie Schiano, the owner of the Rochester Lancers, with whom this field is named. Free kick for Rochester, taken by Bruno. Full name is Bruno Schieffer Rovares, from Brazil. We'll just call him Bruno. He's a player at Shawnee State University. He's a senior this year, one of the new players for the Lancers. Andrei Demidev. Many of these Lancer players play indoors also for the MASL Lancers, Demidev being one of those players. He's a forward indoors but a defender outdoors. Here's Bruno. Box for D'Amico. And ball's taken away by McAvenue. And he goes down in a heap, and it'll be a free kick for Cleveland. Jake Schindler starting in the back for the Lancers. He's the captain. He was to play for the indoor Lancers, but of course that season got canceled last year, the MASL. The Lancers season did. Hopefully we'll be back with indoor soccer in November, December timeframe. Played for Utica City and also on loan for the Florida Tropics in the MASL. Ball played back by Schmidt. It's a very experienced Cleveland team. Many of these players have been with this side for upwards of a decade, especially that man on the ball, Vinny Bell, one of the top 10 players in the history of the NPSL. Leading scorer last year for the team, 8 goals and 6 assists. He's been with them for 10 years. Big forward, went to Case Western University, played against the University of Rochester back in his collegiate days. Here's Austin Gerber playing the ball forward. And it'll be picked up by Big Connor Cable from Spalding, England. Wears the number 31 jersey in goal for Cleveland. Cleveland, if they beat the Lancers, they beat the heavily favored host Detroit City team at their home park in front of over 5,000 fans on penalty kicks. And then lost 4-1 to the eventual champion Miami FC, who beat the Cosmos in the championship game. Here is Bruno, very skillful on the ball. Demidev, August Finn. And Finn will play the ball back to Brian Wilkin, known as Flying Brian Wilkin. Also played in goal for the indoor Rochester Lancers. Lucas Fernandez got a touch there. Fernandez played last year for the Pittsburgh Riverhounds, with Bob Lilly, and that ball, and referee, as this referee goes flying to the turf, Vinny Bell looked like he was offsides, and now finally the offside flag does go up, and referee does call that. By the way, the referee is B.J. Dunham. Assistants are Douglas Clayton and David Russo, and Simon Lebecki is the fourth. Bell extremely dangerous. He's not only skillful, he's strong and he's fast. Also played collegiate football at Case Western, so very, very experienced player. The face really of this Cleveland side. Here's Demidev to Bruno, and you see some skill from Bruno there. Goes around Sheveko. Here comes August Finn. Fernandez. Far side for Gerber, and Gerber's called for offsides. Good to see Lucas Fernandez back with the Lancers, a graduate of Temple University, played 55 games for the Owls, had 10 goals and 9 assists with the Lancers for 3 seasons, and then last year again played for Bob Lilly, the Hall of Fame coach of the Riverhounds, the man who led the Rochester Rhinos to the 2015 USL Championship. 35 games played, 1 loss. One of the greatest records in the history of American soccer. Here's Vinny Bell. And a nice tackle by Bruno to take the ball away from the big guy. And it'll be a Lancers throw. Just getting started here at Aquinas. Charlie Schiano Field, scoreless between Cleveland SC and the Rochester Lancers. Last time the two teams played here in Rochester, the Lancers came away with a 2-1 victory, not without some controversy in that game. There was a lot of ill feelings after that contest, but it was a huge win for the Lancers. They were very strong at home. Were 4-1 at home last year, and well on the road as well. 2 wins, 1 loss, and 2 draws. The only loss being to Cleveland. These two teams will play in Cleveland 2 weeks from today. Next week, Rochester will host FC Buffalo here at Aquinas. Matter of fact, these are the first 2 games in the NPSL Midwest Rust Belt Division. Other teams don't start until June. Well played back for Janis Schmidt from Genzingen, Germany. Senior at Cleveland State. Many of these players went to Cleveland State University. The Vikings, more known for their basketball than their soccer, but certainly a lot of the players here at Cleveland played for the Vikings. Here's Sheveko. Ball cleared out by Demidev and won back by Cleveland. I asked if Cleveland had a nickname, and the person said no, we're just Cleveland SC, so that's what we'll call them. Sulevic from Bosnia. Derezic, longtime player with Cleveland. A lot of the ball will go through him. Comes across looking for Bell. Goes wide of the mark. Ball looked like it went out of play, and it did. It'll be a goal kick. Lady Lancers in action. Took on FC Buffalo in UWS action, and Buffalo playing their first ever match, and they won 2-1 today in a late goal in the 84th minute. And you just need 1 ball on the field. Nope. Danny Ruppel said, hey, that was the goal kick, right? Like, nope, sorry. Be a much more interesting game if it was 2 balls on the field at the same time. Sure would make some of the U.S. sports writers happy. Claim there's no scoring in soccer. You should go back and watch that playoff game if they think of that. It was one of the craziest and wildest games I've ever seen in my 50 years of watching and loving this sport. Alex Harling with the header on the far side. Goes in the touch. Corbin McAvenue will throw it in to Omar Alvarez. He's the coach of Lake Erie College, which is also in Buffalo. It's a Division II school. Cleveland controlling play here. Looking to slow things down. There's Bobby Kankar, another longtime player for Cleveland. Cleveland wearing their new uniforms with the chevron. I really like that look they have this year with the white and orange. Of course, they go with the same colors as the Cleveland Browns. Sheveko on the far side. Easy to pick out him with the ponytail. And Sheveko goes down, and it'll be a free kick for Cleveland in a dangerous area. Followed by UJ Vadar, senior at St. Bonaventure. many of the women players were playing Division I at the Buffalo-based schools, and Vardar is one of those. Went to Webster Thomas locally. Free kick, and Sulovic will take it. He'll be looking for the big head of Vinny Bell. And ball in, that's way too close to Wilkin. Poor effort there from Sulovic, and Wilkin says thank you very much. And there's a nice distribution as well to Austin Gerber on the far side. D'Amico's in an offside position, pulls himself back. And good crossfield pass there, looking for Fernandez, and he has the ball. Lucas Fernandez, magic with his feet. See what he can do here. Fernandez looking to get that cross in, does so in front, cleared away. Back to Fernandez, gets a second bite of the cherry. And finally taken away by Danny Ruppel. And pass up forward, looking for Bell, way off the mark. Lancers in control. Andrei Demidov went to Webster Schrader, and MCC played under Lancers legendary coach or player and Hall of Famer Nelson Cupello. Alex Harling from Rush Henrietta and Roberts Wesleyan. And 4 players from Roberts Wesleyan on this Lancers team. And makes me happy. I'm the play-by-play man for Roberts Wesleyan men's and women's basketball, who both did very well this season. Ball goes into touch. It'll be a throw-in for Cleveland. 11 minutes into the game, still no score here at Aquinas. Took to the second half for the ladies to break through. Let's see if the men can do it a little earlier. Ball comes off of Vinny Bell. Headed clear, and Fernandez with a little fancy back heel kick. Went back into the Lancers half. Diction will shepherd that ball back to Brian Wilkin. There's Gerber. And they'll go into touch on the far side. Throw in for the Lancers. Good to see the Lancers back on the field. Last time we saw them in the outdoor game was that match against Cleveland, which took place back in July of 2019. Of course, the indoor Lancers played just before the COVID outbreak. Their last game, they won their only game of the year against Kansas City. The retirement game for Gary Boughton, who longtime player for the indoor Lancers and also for FC Buffalo as well. And ball goes into touch. It'll be a throw for Zveko to Bell and over to Ruppel. Ruppel gets some room on that near side. Ruppel with the cross inside. That's a poor one. Didn't get over the defender, and it's cleared away by Rochester. Here comes Fernandez. Fernandez will square pass. Players all over the deck, and it's going to be a Lancers throw. August Finn with a nice turn around Sulovic. Lucas Fernandez, known as Free Kick Fernandez, because he'll take all the set pieces for the Rochester Lancers in this game. All the way back to Wilkin. Brian Wilkin from Hilton High School, 2019 graduate of Nazareth College, which was my wife's alma mater. August Finn with the left foot downfield looking for Fernandez. Pick that for Vardar, but it's won by Cleveland. Ruppel, and we'll have a free kick for Cleveland. The referee, Mr. Dunham, says pull that ball back about 10 yards. Kankar back to Oliveros Alvarez, back to Kankar. Cleveland, a mix of veteran players and players still in college under coach Lewis Dunn. Did an excellent job here. Of course, Cleveland also the 2016 NPSL champions. So it's a very successful team. Cable booms it downfield, comes off of Vinny Bell, back to Jake Schindler. Lewis Dunn is assisted by Samuel Seibert and Stephen Trudick. Lancers coach Doug Miller is assisted by Jeremy Loncow, who also will play at times this year, but not in today's game. And Mike Conroy is the athletic trainer for the Rochester Lancers. Kankar squares it for Oliveros Alvarez. And he gets it back from Schmidt and Kankar. This game much more under control than the women's game, which seemed to be a little haphazard at times. Ball just running away from players. Far side is Nicholas. And Alex Harling with a nice tackle taking the ball away. He'll bring it upfield. Harling still with it to Fernandez. And it's offsides. Just a little bit ahead of the play was Matt D'Amico. D'Amico from Pittsford Mendon, All-State in high school, went to SUNY Geneseo. Played indoors for the Lancers, played 4 goals, 7 assists for the Lancers on the small field indoors. Here come the Lancers again. Ball played through for Fernandez. Konkar cuts it away, the captain. And that ball go over the end line, and it did. It's going to be a corner for the Lancers. First corner of the game. And we'll see Lucas Fernandez with that educated right foot of his. See what he can do for the Lancers to potentially break through here in the 15th, moving into the 16th minute. Lucas from Chili, went to Churchville Chili High School. And here comes Ian Swinger. And a little too short, heading out of the way at the near post. Fernandez runs back to get it. Lancers retain possession. There's Jake Schindler. Crossfield. Harling. Harling chips it into the box, and no one's there but Connor Cable, the goalkeeper for Cleveland SC. Same teams as last year in the Rust Belt Division. They just changed the name from the East to the Rust Belt Division. I don't know if you get too much Rust Belt in Rochester, Buffalo, or Syracuse, but Buffalo, Syracuse, Rochester, Cleveland, Erie, and Pittsburgh. And that ball goes into touch. Poor pass there. Will result in a Lancers throw for Bruno. And that pass goes astray. It'll be Lancers giving possession back to Cleveland. 17th minute, no score here at Aquinas Institute, Charlie A. Schiano Field. And Charlie Schiano, the former owner of the NASL Rochester Lancers, the man who saved soccer in this country when he moved the Lancers from the American Soccer League to the North American Soccer League. The NASL was going to fold in 1970, and we probably wouldn't even be here right now if it wasn't for Charlie Schiano. Still going strong in his late 80s, and we all thank Charlie for his dedication and devotion to this sport. And he also was the winningest coach percentage-wise in Rochester Lancers history. He lost just one game in about 10 that he coached when he wasn't happy with the previous coach and fired them. Here's Jake Schindler. Lancers bring the ball upfield. D'Amico hasn't been getting much touches yet. We'll see what he can do here. To Bruno. And Fernandez can't reach that pass. Won back by the visitors from Cleveland. Oliveros Alvarez to Drezic. Looking downfield for Rupel. Rupel wins the ball in the box, lays it back. Sulovic, Rupel to Vinny Bell. Vinny Bell tries to break through the defense and it's cleared away by the Lancers. That just shows you some of the talent Vinny Bell has. He's not just big and strong and fast, he has tremendous touch for a big man. Very similar to a number of great players that play at the highest level. So this Vinny Bell could have definitely been a pro player, but he is a very good job himself as a CPA. So you can understand why he didn't want to play professional soccer. Ball headed clear by the Lancers, and Fernandez beats the clearance. And that ball is shepherded into touch. D'Amico can't get to in front of Kenkar. Maybe a Cleveland throw. Thrown in for Bell. Well, playing it forward, but it's won by Fernandez. And here comes Lucas. D'Amico. Ball played forward, looking for Fernandez, but that pass is off the mark, and it's grabbed by Oliveros Alvarez. comes Cleveland again. Rupel, and nice tackle there. That could have been a break for Cleveland. Let's just get it out of their half. And Kenkar will have to reach back and get it. Saveco back to Kenkar. When I look at Vinny Bell, man, I think of as Romelu Lukaku, the great Belgian forward who plays for the Italian champions Inter Milan. And sorry to my colleague Joe Sirianni, I had to mention that, but Bell has a lot of the same characteristics. He's big and strong and talented. Lancers definitely have to keep an eye on him today. Again, he scored 4 goals for Cleveland in their playoff win, 6-4 over the Lancers in 2019. Cleveland in control once again. Back to Kenkar, the captain. Oliveros Alvarez. Been pushing a few more men forward in these last few minutes. Let's see what they can do with it. Nicholas, far side. Cleveland in possession. There's on the overlap Saveco. Got a lot of room. Saveco with the long cross over everybody. Nicholas can't run it, does run it down. Back for McAvenue. The Lancers get it out. Alvarez. Oliveros Alvarez, I should say. He does like to use both names. Here's Schmidt. Saveco. Saveco's taken down. It'll be a free kick for Cleveland. Barter takes him down. Made a little bit of a meal of it, but referee does give the free kick. That's what a veteran does. He makes sure that the referee sees the contact. So Sulevic will have a very dangerous free kick here. About 15 yards out from the end line. Good position. Lancers set up a 3-man wall. Again, they'll be looking for Vinny Bell here. Lays it back now. There comes the shot, and that's over the top. Derezik with a good opportunity there. Actually had a lot of room, but just got under the ball a little bit and goes safely over the crossbar. Here's that scene again. Sulevic. And Derezik has all day. He actually could have maybe taken a touch there and gotten a little bit closer, but he decided to go first time with it, and he gets 3 points. Brian Wilkins says, everybody go downfield. I'm going to have a long clearance here. Use that left foot of his. Pops it near midfield. A little swirling wind here at Aquinas, but the weather is beautiful. You can see the sun is out. It's about 70 degrees. Really a perfect day for soccer, not only for the players, but for the few fans that could come to today's game. There's still, for those watching in Cleveland, there's still some significant restrictions in New York State on how many people can attend outdoor sporting events. So hopefully the Lancers will have more fans going forward, but the fans that are here certainly enjoying themselves, and the Lancers do a great job for the fans with all the different exciting things that happen at the game. Then going down there is D'Amico wanting a free kick, and referee says, get up. It was outside the box anyway. D'Amico now with a little bit of pressure. Oliveros Alvarez back to Cable. And Cable to spew that ball. Can Saveco keep it in play? Yes, he does. Actually, a little bit of a press here. Fernandez. And ball is won by the Lancers, but back to Cleveland. Saveco. Saveco along that touch line. Fernandez keeping a close eye. Cleveland trying to work their way out of their own half right now. August Finn in front of Sulevic. And finally Derezik. A nice overlapping run by McAvenue. Bell's got 2 guys on him. Here's Rupel. Rupel looking and getting on that right foot. Can't do so. Harling with the ball. Back to Wilkin, and Wilkin will just spray the ball into touch. Cleveland with the throw. About midway through the first half here at Aquinas Charlie Schiano Field, it's 0-0 between Cleveland and the Rochester Lancers. Andrew Battisti, Rochester Lancers team historian, with the call on today's game. Joe Giuliano will be back next week as the Lancers take on FC Buffalo here at Aquinas at a 5 p.m. kickoff. Oliveros Alvarez and Kankar staying back to watch Matt D'Amico, the lone striker for the Lancers. Square ball for Derezik. Derezik with the shot comes off of Demidov. It'll be a corner for Cleveland. That'll be the first corner of the game for the visitors.
This Cleveland SC
See who goes over to
brought
take
to you
it.
by Dr. Vincent Vella, TDS.
And it'll be number 13, and that is Andrew Nicholas, also a player from Cleveland State. And just a lot of people in the box to guard this corner kick. And ball is headed clear by the Lancers, only as far as the 20. Shot in by Wilkin, shot in, save, another save by Wilkin. Brian Wilkin keeping the Cleveland SC side off the scoreboard with two nice saves. Here's Nicholas crossing in again. Bell with the header, hits the football upright, and it'll be a goal kick. Here's that corner kick. Ball broke free. There's a shot, and Wilkin with a big save, and Wilkin with a leg save. That looked like the better of the two chances on that rebound, but Wilkin up to the task to keep this game scoreless. Here's Bruno. Back for Demidov. Demidov asking for some players to come forward. Bruno working 1-2 there, but taken away by Zaveco. Rupel gives it up to Sulevic. Now Bell. Bell playing the ball through. Can the player get to it? Yes, he can. But there's Jake Schindler in the back to Alex Harling. Harling nearly lost it, but kept control. Ball played forward for Gerber. Now Fernandez. Lancers look to break out here, but Cleveland keeping the pressure on, keeping the ball in the Lancers' half. Zaveco on the overlap. Plays it back. Sulevic. Cleveland working the ball well here with Sulevic, but that's a poor ball there, but just given away by the Lancers. Over to Zaveco, and again cleared out. Sulevic. There's a shot in, and just wide of the post. Actually, look, they said that it was a touch by Wilkin. It'll be a corner. Cleveland looking very dangerous right now. There's Zaveco with the ball inside. Sulevic squares it, and it's Derezik with the shot. And they say it was either a deflection or Wilkin got a hand to it. It'll be a corner. Wilkin says he didn't touch it. He may have taken a deflection on the way in. But once again, Andrew Nicholas to take the corner. 28th minute. And ball's headed clear, but still kept in, but finally boom, way up into the air by the Lancers. D'Amico with the header. Now Gerber. Lancers 3-on-3 here, chance to break. Gerber tries to split the defense himself, goes down. Referee's not interested. That will be a throw for the Lancers. They keep possession. Gerber tried to split the defense there. Went down, but the referee says it was not a foul. Lancers not going to push some people forward. Alex Harling will take the throw in. Plays it back. Cross comes in off D'Amico. There's a shot well wide of the mark. And that'll be a goal kick for Cleveland. That's a nice break there, the 3-on-3. Gerber looked for a free kick, didn't get it. And Cable will have the goal kick. Again, if you don't know, new rule in soccer, the ball does not have to come out of the 18-yard box on a goal kick anymore. It can just be played short. Bell comes off his chest. Bruno loses out there. Here comes Cleveland. They have a chance to, with some numbers, Sulevic gets onto his right foot, now his left. Tries to play the ball in, comes off of Derezik. Now Zaveco. Zveko crosses in, looking for Bell. Harling bumps him out of the way. Bell looks for a call, doesn't get it. And the ball looked like it went over the end line there, but referee says it's still in play, and Harling brings it away for the Lancers. Cleveland putting the pressure on in the last 5 or 10 minutes, looking for that opening goal, but so far Lancers are kept Cleveland off the score sheet. Again, Gerber goes down, wanting a call, not getting any calls. And Cleveland once again in possession. Konkar. Derezik back to Konkar again. Derezik. Long ball looking for Rupel. That's way too far for him, and it's grabbed by Wilkin. Hands it to Demidov, and now Jake Schindler, the captain. August Finn. Half an hour gone here at Aquinas. Charlie A. Sciano Senior Field. Rochester Lancers 0, Cleveland SC 0. Schindler for Fernandez. Hasn't seen much of the ball lately. There's Schindler again. He can come forward if he wants to. He's got offensive skill as well as being a top defender. And Cleveland winning the ball back again from the Lancers. And foul on Sulovic. Maybe a free kick for Cleveland, about 40 yards out from goal. The football lines are not the goal or the end line or the back of the end zone there is even with the end line, but the goal line's about 10 yards off. So
this substitution for your Rochester
and a sub coming in.
Entering the match is number 4, Rafa Godoy. Replacing number 15, Austin Gerber.
So it's the 32nd minute. We see Rafa Godoy wearing the number 4 jersey today instead of his normal number 2. 26-year-old from Brazil. Played indoors for the Lancers as well. 10 goals, 3 assists. As well as outdoors, had a goal in 2019-18. Had 4 goals, 3 assists. Very dangerous player. Good tackle there on Derezik. But Cleveland's still with the ball. Zveko. Sulovic to Zveko. And inside, shot just past the post by Rupel. Boy, he wants that one back, I'm sure. He had a wide open chance with the left foot and just hit it wide of the post. Nice little play right off of Bruno. There's Zveko and Rupel wide open. Just could not curl that ball inside the post. A little let off for the Lancers there. Game's still scoreless. Wilkin. Demidov and Bruno. Bruno gets the return ball, but it's well read by the veteran Derezik. And he's going to play it all the way back to Connor Cable. Cleveland has had much of the ball in the last 10 to 15 minutes. Lancers had that one chance when Gerber broke through. And he's out of the game now. In is Rafa Godoy. So 3 Brazilians out there right now for the Lancers. Fernandez, Godoy, and Bruno. Far side Nicholas plays it back. McAvenue, cross field for Derezik. Varder on him. Ball taken away by Rochester. And that ball goes into touch. Throw for Cleveland, Zveko. Crossfield now back once again for Oliveros Alvarez. 2 center backs for Cleveland, not really getting a lot of pressure right now. Here's Schmidt. Back to Schmidt. German midfielder. Zveko on the overlap. And that's well read by the Lancers. It'll be a throw for Cleveland. 34th minute. Zveko get the ball in the end line, and it's won back by Rochester. And once again, that ball just runs on this field. Sulovic. There's a cross in and cut out again. Right in front, finally cleared away by the Lancers. Lancers having to defend as Cleveland putting the pressure on here in this scoreless match. With just 10 matches in this conference, in this division, every game is critical. Derezik tries to go around a couple of Lancer defenders, but finally loses out. Here's D'Amico trying to run out of that ball from Kankar. Back to Oliveros Alvarez, and all the way back to the keeper. Kankar very solid on the ball. He very rarely loses it. Short pass for Schmidt. Sulovic going all the way back for the ball. Back to Kankar. Now cross field for Oliveros Alvarez. McAvenue, far side. Cleveland just holding possession now, making the Lancers run and work in the 36th minute in this scoreless match. Kankar. For Schmidt. Derezic. Schmidt. Oliveros Alvarez with some space on that left side. Gets closed down quickly there by the Lancers. Cleveland just holding on to the ball here, having much of the possession. We're going to see another substitution for the Lancers. Ryan Curtis will be coming into the game, another Roberts Wesleyan product. That's going to be another corner for Cleveland, their third of the game. And we're going to hold that substitution probably until, nope, we're going to make the sub. It's going to be Jujay Vardar coming out. Into the game is Ryan Curtis, 22-year-old from Pembroke, New York. He's a senior at Roberts Wesleyan. Has three goals in 5 games for the Red Hawks this season.
Number 11, Jujay Vardar. Substitution in the 37th.
Corner comes in. There's the header. Goes wide of the mark. There's a free header there again for Cleveland.
This Lancers goal kick brought to you by Mr. Glass.
Coming up from the back was Oliveros Alvarez with that chance, but his header skewed wide. So Lancers already making 2 subs. You get 7 subs in the NPSL, so plenty of options for both coaches, Doug Miller and Lewis Dunn. Here's the captain, Jake Schindler. Forward for Fernandez. He has a little bit of room here. Let's see what he can do with it. A nice ball. Overlapping is Bruno. Bruno plays it square. Plays it forward for the substitute, Curtis. Curtis in the box. Lays it back. There's a shot, and it's deflected up in the air and grabbed by Dunn. And Dunn goes by Cable, and Cable goes down in a heap. And Ryan Curtis getting a stern warning from the referee. You do not want to touch the keeper, especially when he's up in the air and vulnerable like that. That was a nice attack from the Lancers. You can see Ryan Curtis. He has some goal-scoring senses. Here's that chance again, and there's the shot. It was Finn with the shot, and then Curtis just bowled into Connor Cable, and Cleveland gets the free kick. Referee now talking to both teams. Sulovic very upset, and there wasn't a card there. You better watch, he's going to get a card himself. You only say so much to the referee until he pulls the card out of his pocket. And ball nearly taken away there. Again, very quick is Ryan Curtis. And coming forward now, the Lancers is Bruno. Fernandez. Fernandez looking for some options. Ball stolen away though. Here's Vinny Bell. Vinny Bell with a good pass back. Cleveland once again in possession. Lancers pushing forward. Ooh, almost a steal there by D'Amico. But Saveco gets the ball. 39th minute, no score. Saveco plays it back. Now for Derezik, sorry. Sulovic avoided a challenge, but now a foul called at midfield. August Finn not happy with that call, but it will be a free kick for the visitors. Rezic takes it quickly, takes it short. Kankar, far side for Oliveros Alvarez. And back to Kankar. To Rezic. Looked for the long ball, but now decides to bring it forward on the dribble. And stolen away by the Lancers. Demidev. It should be a Lancers throw, and it is. Played it off of Rupel. Bruno with the throw, back to Demidev. Played forward for Fernandez. August Finn. Jake Schindler. Lancers looking for some possession here. Has moved to the 40th minute. Alex Harling, far side, and go back for that ball. He'll play it back to Brian Wilkin. He has to avoid the onrushing Vinny Bell. And now the answer is nearly, whoa, that's going to be a foul. That could be a booking there for Demidev. That's a studs up challenge. And that's, see if the referee decides to do anything. Cleveland players are asking for a card or something. And now he's going to go for the card. And see what it's going to be here. Definitely a studs up challenge. And it's going to be a yellow. Demidev with the first booking of the game in the 41st minute.
The yellow card caution has been issued.
Clearly was a studs up challenge there. It could have been a red, depending on how the referee felt. It was a deliberate challenge. We have a stoppage here as the Cleveland player is looked at. Lancers will be in action next Sunday at 5 p.m. taking on their I-90 rivals FC Buffalo. And they'll go on the road to face Cleveland. Here's that scene again. You see Demidev, that was very poor challenge there. That could easily have been a sending off. Demidev is lucky to still be on the pitch here. And the player will come off as he must as the trainer comes onto the field. He has to come off at least till the referee says that he can come back on. A free kick for Cleveland. Sulovic will take the free kick. Cleveland playing with 10 for the moment. And now it's 11 as Rupel will come back on. So another set piece opportunity for Cleveland. I think it's going to be Corman McAvenue will use the left foot here to swing around the wall. Wilkins setting that wall up. This is a very dangerous ball coming in toward the keeper. If a player can get a head on it, could be very dangerous. But that's a very poor free kick from McAvenue. Missed everybody, goes right over the end line, and it'll be a Lancers goal kick. Wasted opportunity for the visitors. Wilkin plays the ball to Schindler, and now Alex Harling. Lancers look for a final attack here at the end of this first half.
2 p.m. and the NPSL Lancers and FC Buffalo go at 5.
And here comes Cleveland with Vinny Bell. And Jake Schindler there just muscling Bell off the ball. It'll be a goal kick, and that's experience there from the Lancers captain. We need somebody big and strong to handle Vinny Bell. So far, Lancers have done a good job. He hasn't really had any opportunities. It's been some of the other Cleveland players that have been dangerous, like Rupel and Derezik and Sulovic. Free kick, Fernandez with the throw in. He'll hand it off to Bruno. Moving into the final minute of normal time here in the first half. We'll have Callista at halftime with the interview, and then we'll have some words from our very generous sponsors here on the Lancers Broadcast Network. Ball squared for Bruno. See how much stoppage time there's going to be. Bruno works his way around Rupel, and Rupel will commit the foul. It'll be a free kick for Rochester, and Rupel knocks the ball away. And that could also have been a booking if Rupel was not careful. Obviously, he's a little frustrated after that challenge, which resulted in the yellow card for Demidov.
45-minute mark, stoppage time to be kept on the field.
We'll see if there's any stoppage time. There should be, maybe, with the 2 substitutions and that stoppage for injury. Maybe 1 minute or 2 minutes of stoppage time. Here's Fernandez. Nice little 1-2 there. Ryan Curtis. Curtis breaks around one defender. Ball's still in play. Curtis lays it back. August Finn with the shots blocked. Lancers still with possession. Alex Harling. Harling chipping into the box. Goes over everybody over the end line for a goal kick. But again, Curtis has been very dangerous off the bench for the Lancers so far, getting into some positions with his speed. Broke around Saveco there, got that cross in, but Cleveland dealt with it. Moving down to the 45-minute mark. See if there's any stoppage time. There should be, again, with the substitutions. There's going to be 2 minutes of stoppage time. Thank you very much to Jill, who does so much for us here. We couldn't do the broadcast without her. So we'll have 2 more minutes added on here. And as we saw in the Lady Lancers match, there was a chance right at the end of the first half there, so you never know. Ball stolen away. Here comes Cleveland. Sulovic to Rupel. Rupel with the cross. It goes over everybody and grabbed by Harlan. Lancers could maybe break coming the other way here. Rafa Godoy. Godoy loses the ball and will be a throw for Rochester. Maybe a free kick as Godoy is down. And it will be a free kick for the Lancers in stoppage time. Harling says, hey, he's not back 10 yards. You can even tell with the football lines. You can't miss out there. You don't even need the spray there that the referees use. Ball in the box. Here the shot goes through the uprights and nearly over the fence. So it'll be a goal kick for Cleveland. Brian Wilkin made a couple good saves in that first half on two saves right in a row, and then Rupel had a chance within 6 yards and just pulled it wide left. Lancers have had a couple of opportunities, but so far no one has been able to put the ball into the back of the net. We're down to the end of first half stoppage time. Cable taking his time. There goes the goal kick, goes all the way back to Schindler, and he'll pop the ball back up in the air into the Cleveland half. Comes off of Saveco, and that'll be a throw for the Lancers. Maybe one last opportunity at the very end of the half. Nope, it will not be, as the referee blows his whistle. And we're at halftime here at the Charlie Schiano Senior Memorial Field here at Aquinas Institute. Rochester Lancers 0 and Cleveland SC 0. We'll have a halftime interview here as the Saveco will over to talk to the officials about something. I'm sure it's probably that studs up challenge that resulted in the yellow card for Demidov. It'll be Callista Cassidy with the interview at halftime, and will be Jake Schindler. Here we go to Callista.
Fans, I'm Callista Cassidy, and I'm here with Lancers TV, streamed live at ourlancers.com. I'm here with Lancers captain, number 42, Jake Schindler. Jake, it was a great first half. How does it feel to be back on the field?
It's a lot of fun. We missed a year, so I think the guys are ready to be back here and just putting on the doing both.
So congratulations on being a new father. I see your beautiful daughter in the stands. What's her name?
We got Blakely in the stands, so it's been a lot of fun. A lot of less sleep this year than years past, but very, very good.
How's it been juggling being a Lancer player, a new dad, and even your career?
I think it's a lot harder on my wife than it is me, but it's been going well.
All right, well, congratulations and good luck in the second half. All right, I'm here with head coach Doug Miller, also known as my dad. All right, Doug, how does it feel to be back on the field?
Well, I think the guys are really excited just to be back after a year of COVID and not being able to play the game. We've had a lot of great battles with Cleveland, and this is just another one. And I think the guys are just taking it all in right now.
Yeah, well, it's been a great first half. What can we expect to see in the second half?
Well, we've got to try and get the ball more and look to find through the line and get into the final third and score some goals.
All right, we can't wait to see it, and I'll see you at home. Thanks, Lancer fans. Back to you, Joe.
Thank you, Callista, but Joe's not here. He'll be here next week. That's okay. Andrew Battisti here with the call of the game today here at Lancers TV. It's Rochester Lancers 0 and Cleveland SC 0 at halftime. We'll be back after these messages here on the Lancers broadcast network.
Visit the Lancers merchandise booth.
Got my heart in a spin. I give over every part of me that I'm never gonna let you go. No, baby, sweet baby, oh baby,
As if you don't already have enough on your mind, I'm sure you don't want to worry about the stress of car shopping. That's why at Ide Honda, we don't lure you in with a misleading low payment, only to disappoint you with bad news when you get here and have you find out that there's thousands of dollars hidden down in the fine print. At Ide Honda, we're upfront right from the start, so your car buying process can be easy, honest, and even fun. So if you're in the market for a vehicle, come visit us at Ide Honda. We'd love to earn your business.
sweet baby, oh baby,
Hi, it's Elvis Duran. Thanks for listening. I think what makes our show unique is perspective. Many different voices, many different points of view.
If you're going to say don't ask me, we're going to ask you. If you want to.
Wow.
We're always fun.
Oh my God. So good.
Because we like you.
We're plugged in. It's kind of fantastic.
Thanks for waking up with us. It's Elvis Duran and the KISS Morning Show on KISS 106.7. Rochester's
Career, job opportunities at Salvatore's.com. It is grilling time. Be sure to grab your Salins Hots at a retailer near you. Salins, quality products since 1869. Now, anyone with cancer deserves good days and special times. Visit campgooddays.org. The RIT Inn and Conference Center is the official hotel partner of your Rochester Lancers.
Palmer's Direct-to-You Market, the perfect steak, amazing seafood, and people that truly care about you.
sweet baby, oh baby,
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome back to the field your Rochester Lancers.
And back here at Aquinas, Charlie Schiano Senior Field, as the Rochester Lancers open their NPSL season 2021 against the Cleveland SC side that won the Rust Belt Conference, or Rust Belt Division, formerly known as the East Division of the Midwest Conference last year, 2 years ago. I keep saying that. Let's look at the highlights for the first half. And here's a free kick opportunity for Cleveland. Admir Sulevic back to Mike Derezik, and he pops it over the top. Here's the corner kick from Nicholas. Cleared away, and here comes a shot in. A nice save there by Brian Wilkin. Another save right on the doorstep from Danny Ruppel. Another cross in by Cleveland. Derezik squared it, and there's a shot just wide. Actually, Wilkin just got a fingertip to that one as well. Wilkin keeping the Lancers in this game so far. Here's a nice combination play as there's the shot by Ruppel, just missing the post. Good feed there by Saveco. Here the Lancers substitute Ryan Curtis, done very well so far. And that shot by August Finn comes off of the defender and grabbed by Cable. And here is the yellow card that Andrei Demedev picked up on Cable, checked on Cable, on Danny Ruppel. And that resulted in a yellow card. Cleveland really wanted that to be a sending off. So interesting to see if Coach Doug Miller stays with Demidov for this entire second half. Cleveland will be making a substitution at halftime. They'll bring in wearing number 5, Kyle Cusimano, sophomore at Bowling Green University. And we'll see who the player is that came off for Cleveland. Lancers will be in action next Sunday at 5 o'clock here at Aquinas against FC Buffalo. Then we'll go on the road for 2 matches at Cleveland May 30th and at Erie June 6th. Back home June 13th against Pittsburgh, June 20th against Erie, and June 27th against Syracuse, and finishing off with 3 straight road matches. July 5th against Syracuse, July 10th at FC Buffalo, and July 11th, less than 24 hours later, against Pittsburgh Hotspurs. So we'll see who that substitution was. Might be Rupel, we'll see. Or it could be Nicholas. I'm sure we'll get that from Rocky Parada, our PA announcer here at Rochester Lancers, and also from many, many teams here in the Rochester area. By the way, one note, if many of you may know that former Rochester Lancer and Cleveland SC player Antonio Manfoot was recently signed by the Lancers. Unfortunately, he is injured and is not able to play today. Cleveland kicks off to start the second half in this scoreless match. Let's see which team can find their way through, break this deadlock. I'm sure both teams do not want to go home with a 0-0 tie here. Here's McAvenue. McAvenue from Southern Illinois University. Omar Oliveros Alvarez. And McAvenue again. Closely marked. Here's the first touch for the substitute, Kyle Cusimano. Now Derezik. They play a long ball off the far side for Saveco. He has to go back for it. In this swirling wind here at Aquinas causing some problems for both teams when they play the ball in the air. Better to keep the ball on the ground, as Cleveland likes to do when they can. Kankar, the captain, for Saveco. Back to Kankar. Lancers lost just 1 game at home last year to Erie. They beat Cleveland 2-1, one of only 2 losses suffered by Cleveland during the regular season. That pass goes astray, picked up by Oliveros Alvarez. Nice little dummy there by Rupel, who is still in the game. And stolen back by Cleveland. Lancers can't hold on to the ball. Sulovic, far side. Saveco on the overlap once again. Cross comes in. Sulovic trying to make room for a shot. Again tries the chip. Cleveland all over the Lancers right now. Shot in and another shot blocked. Here's Sulovic again. Squared for McAvenue. And his shot goes well over the top. But Cleveland immediately putting the pressure on the Lancers in these first couple of minutes. Demidov takes the goal kick and gets the ball back.
This halftime substitution for Cleveland SC, entering the match, number 5, Kyle Cusimano. Replacing number 13, Andrew Nicholas.
Andrew Nicholas, who came off for Cleveland. For the man on the ball right now, Kyle Cusimano. McAvenue. McAvenue cutting inside, takes the shot, one bounce right in the arms of Brian Wilkin. 25-25. One back by the Lancers. Demidov, who's on a yellow card for Bruno. Bruno goes up the touchline looking for Ryan Curtis. Ball played back to Cable, who booms the ball into the other half. And that's misplayed there by Schindler. Cusimano, but Schindler gets back and intercepts, but now it's Vinny Bell. Bell tries to make room, gets it to Cusimano with the shot and right into the chest of Brian Wilkin. Vinny Bell turning distributor there. He had team lead in goals and assists last year, or 2 years ago for Cleveland. 8 goals and 6 assists. Again, one of the top 10 players voted by the NPSL staff, media, and coaches of all time in the NPSL. You're on for 10 years and play as well as he does. That's what you get. August Finn squares it for Demidov. Demidov will bring the ball up himself. Curtis still keeps possession. Good play there by the youngster. Fernandez with some space. Fernandez plays the ball inside and gets away from Miko. It's going to be a goal kick. Bunch of players not on the same page at this moment. Cleveland with the ball. Kankar. Finn goes to try to tackle it away, and he does so, but he's going to be called for a foul. He doesn't believe it. Looks like he got all ball there, but the referee disagrees. Derezik. Back for Kankar. 51st minute, still no goals in this match between these two top teams in the Rust Belt division. Nice to make another substitution here momentarily. You see Dylan Rice will be making his first appearance for the Lancers. This is quite a story. He is still in high school at Greece Athena. He will be graduating in about a month and will go to Canisius next year for his collegiate soccer. But he'll be making his first appearance for the Lancers. We'll see what he can do. Meanwhile, Cleveland still with the ball, and that's a bad pass there. Here comes D'Amico. Fernandez making a run. Curtis on the far side. And Curtis goes down. Referee does not make a call. Lancers regain possession again. D'Amico. D'Amico back for Harling. That's looking at a way to break through this Cleveland defense. Godoy plays it back for Schindler. Now Demidov. August Finn back to Demidov. And August Finn into the Cleveland half. Gets the 1-2. Wide open on the far side. It's Harling, and they can't get the ball to him. It's stolen back by Cleveland. And they just had numbers on the right side, but they couldn't switch the ball. But they win the ball back. Both teams having trouble holding on to the ball. Here's a chance, though, for the Lancers. They got some numbers. Here's Fernandez. Fernandez going forward. A nice tackle by Cleveland there to take the ball right off the foot of Fernandez. Pass on the far side for Schmidt. Sulovic plays it back. It's a dangerous chance for the Lancers, but again, good, solid tackle by Cleveland. There's Bell. McAvenue plays it forward for Cusimano. Looking for Bell, finds him in the box. Bell goes down, and that's going to be a goal kick. And it looks like we have an injured Lancer player. It looks like it's Jake Schindler who's down, holding his left ankle. That's not good news for the Lancers if Schindler goes out, but he's a tough character. He's not going to come out unless you have to carry him out.
Entering the match, number 32, Dylan Rice. Replacing number 21, Matt D'Amico.
D'Amico comes out, and Dylan Rice comes in, the 18-year-old. Well, I remember an 18-year-old who played about 40 years ago for the Rochester Lancers by the name of Bronco Segota, who set the world on fire in the North American Soccer League that year. I don't know if Dylan is of that caliber. We're going to see. They've got him up in that striker position. Where's number 32? Right now it's Cleveland on the ball. Lancers get the ball. Looking for Rice up top. Can't find him. Sulovic. McAvenue. Lancers with most of the players behind the ball. Cusimano. Looking for the cross, and it's just a little too high there for Rupel. That was a nice cross, but Rupel just a little bit under that ball. Could not get a head on it. That could have been very dangerous. And that's a foul there on Rafa Godoy, as McAvenue just grabbed him around the waist. I don't know if he asked him to dance there or what, but Godoy wasn't happy. See how he takes a long free kick looking for Curtis. Comes off ahead, Fernandez. Fernandez looking for a pass there, I believe, to Rice. Rice wasn't expecting it. It goes all the way to Cable.
Lancer fans, again, please remember to properly wear your mask over your nose and mouth. And social
Oliveros Alvarez gives it to Schmidt. Schmidt, long ball, looking for Cusimano. Getting a lot of work on that left-hand side. He puts his arm up saying, nice ball, I just couldn't get to it. Lancers with the throw. Here's Godoy. Nice little pass there. Ball chipped forward, looking for Curtis. Curtis getting the bounce. Tries to chip it ahead. Taken away by Oliveros Alvarez for Schmidt. Now crossfield for Saveco. Let's look a little bit more dangerous these last couple minutes. They have to put that last pass in there. Ball down the far side. Going down, no call by the referee there. Referee's done a pretty good job in this match. I mean, the one Cleveland I'm sure has is that foul on Demidov that results in the yellow card, which could have been a sending off. But overall, he's done a good job. Fernandez, twisting and turning, looking for some space. Goes down, no call. Godoy. Godoy nearly loses the ball, but keeps possession. Harling is available, and he gets the ball. Here's Rice. Comes off his leg, and won back by Cleveland. Schmidt gets the ball back. Cleveland using those little triangles, just working the ball around, trying to break through the Lancers' press here. McAvenue up the touchline to Cusimano. We're number 5. Finds Bell. Bell has Harling and Schindler watching him. Those two beefy defenders. Sulovic. Ball goes right to Harling. And going down is Godoy, and that'll be a free kick. And that's going to be a booking there. A little extracurricular activity by Durezic, and it's going to be a yellow card in the 57th minute. Rochester waiting to take the free kick. Referees, actually, it's going to be a substitution made. Coming in for Cleveland is number 6, Logan Penton. And replacing him, or he's replacing, actually can check the number.
Substitution for Cleveland SC, entering the match number
Danny
6,
Rupel will come out number 3.
Replacing number 3, Daniel Rupel. Substitution in the 58th minute.
So Logan Penton, he is a sophomore at Oakland University, not Oakland, California, but Oakland, Michigan. The Golden Grizzlies, and that ball goes just over the touchline. It'll be a throw for Cleveland. It's one of the players just recently signed by Cleveland SC. Actually, it's Sulovic picked up the yellow card. And coming into the game for Lancers in a moment will be Dan Rieger from Spencerport, also from Roberts Wesleyan. And we'll see who came out for the Lancers. It's August Finn, I believe. So it is the 4th sub for the Lancers.
This substitution for your Rochester Lancers. Entering the match.
Rieger also from Spencerport. Played indoors for the Lancers, had 2 goals and 1 assist. Had 1 goal and 4 assists for Roberts Wesley in this past season. And Lancers now with a free kick. And that means Lucas Fernandez will be over this ball.
Free kick for your Lancers.
Let's see what free kick Fernandez can come up with here. It's the best chance for the Lancers. Very dangerous opportunity. You can see Jake Schindler's up for this one. Demidov is up. 3-man wall for Cleveland. Here's the free kick opportunity. Comes off the wall and grabbed by Connor Cable. Wall did its job there. Got a little bit of a deflection. Could have actually gone anywhere, but goes right into the arms of Cable. So the chance goes away for the Lancers, and we're still scoreless, moving toward the hour mark here at Aquinas, Charlie A. Schiano Senior Field. Derezik, sorry. I'll get that right eventually. And ball played forward. Saveco. Saveco goes down. Free kick for Cleveland. About 35 to 40 yards out. These set pieces always extremely dangerous, especially when you have big Vinny Bell up front. Lancers got some size in the back, though, so they can defend these crosses pretty well. And they'll take it short. Saveco, he'll take the cross in, and that's way over the top, off the fencing, and it'll be a goal kick. Half hour to go here at Aquinas. Rochester 0, Cleveland 0. I want to say hello to Rochester Lancers owner Salvatore Soccer Sam Fantuzzo, who's enjoying this game in much warmer climes than Rochester. Congratulations to Rich Randall, longtime soccer person here in Rochester. Just got married over the weekend, so congratulations. And also happy birthday to Michael Lewis from FrontRowSoccer.com. Here come the Lancers. Fernandez again. And the last pass just goes away. Some great work there from Lucas Fernandez. Took on 3 players, but the final pass was not expected by Ryan Curtis, and it will be a goal kick for Cleveland. You hear Michael Lewis and Rochester Lancers Hall of Famer Dick Howard and Lancers Hall of Famer Joe Sirianni, the host of Soccer is a Kick in the Grass. I am the co-host. And it's every Monday at 6:30 at soccerisakickinthegrass.com. Be sure to listen for Lancer interviews and interviews with big-time soccer players and news and commentary on local, national, and international soccer. Joe will certainly be talking about Juventus beating Inter yesterday, where the referee was the star of the match. Here's Bell, and a nice tackle by Jake Schindler. Here comes the Lancers. Fernandez with some space. Fernandez cuts inside. Fernandez around Konkar, but nice play there by Zaveco to clean it up and back to Corbin. To Cable, counter Cable. I know I said Corbin there. I'm thinking of King Corbin, who's going to be in action tonight on WWE. Fernandez gets some space. He will go at players and take them on. Cleveland's done a pretty good job. In the last couple minutes, he's had some chances to run free, and there's a nice tackle out of bounds into touch. It'll be a throw for the Lancers. Lancers have had some good possession these last few minutes. Let's see if they can take advantage of it. Cleveland absorbing some pressure here. Curtis gets it, lays it back. Ball is taken away, though, by Cleveland. And up the touchline, Vinny Bell. Nice little weighted pass there, but good defensive play by the Lancers, and they cut it out and send it back to Brian Wilkin. Good positional defense there by the Lancers. They knew where that pass was going, and they took advantage of it. There's Jake Schindler with a long ball up toward Curtis. He goes down. That'll be a free kick as Zaveco ran over Curtis. Zaveco saying, come on, I was just playing good defense. Referee says free kick. That's about 25. It's going to be about 27, maybe 30 to 35 yards out. A little too far for a direct shot, probably, but Fernandez will try to work his magic here. These set pieces so important. Schindler's over the ball as well.
Lancers free kick.
And actually going to beat Jake Schindler. He might have a go here. No, Schindler with the shot, and it goes wide of the mark. Tried to take a quick free kick there, did the Lancers, before Cleveland got set up. Little 1-2 between Schindler and Fernandez to make some space, but Schindler misses the post there. Here's the replay. Actually not. Here's the replay. 1-2. Schindler with the shot. Looked like it actually may have taken a deflection there, but the referee said no, so it will be a goal kick. There's McAvenue in the 64th minute, moving into the 65th. Still no score here at Aquinas. McAvenue, 60-yard run from him. Here's a chance for Cleveland. And shot well over the top. Boy, that's a wasted opportunity there for Cleveland.
This Lancers goal kick brought to you by Dr. Vincent Vella.
Cleveland got the opportunity there. Here's the shot again, and that's just skied over the bar. So goal kick for the Lancers, and here's Jake Schindler. Schindler from Irondequoit. Went to Niagara University and played indoors for Rochester Lancers 2 and Utica City in Florida. And here comes Cleveland again. Here's Cusimano Derezic. Cusimano again. Working inside. Cusimano still with the ball. Still with it. Goes down. No call. Cusimano tried to do a little too much with that one. Here's Godoy. Off the head of Rice, back to Godoy. Ball still popping around in the air. Finally won by the Lancers. And given away. Zaveco. Zaveco's still with it. 66th minute. 0-0. Between these two rivals in the Rust Belt Division of the Midwest Conference of the NPSL. Long ball inside. Good run there by Derezic, but Wilkin gets to it first. And he distributes to Harling. Here's Rafa Godoy wearing the number 4 tonight instead of his normal number 2. Curtis. Square ball. Now back to Godoy. Very creative with the ball. Back to Harling. Harling will play it square for Davidev. Bruno. Schindler. Fernandez. Good crossfield pass there. And Schindler still with it. Davidev. That's with some good possession here. Lansky. And poor ball there. Here's Bell. Bell with a nice through ball, looking for Sulovic, but Harling reads it. And Harling with the ball. That's a good play by Harling. Sulovic would have been in one-on-one with Wilkin. Here's Fernandez, again with some space. Down for Rieger. The substitute, Rieger. Plays it inside, little flick backwards. Good idea, but too many Cleveland defenders there, and they take possession once again. Kankar. He'll just boom it upfield. Comes off of the head of Vinny Bell. Demidev wins the ball to Schindler. Schindler with some space. And looking for that through ball to Fernandez. He wasn't expecting it. It'll be a goal kick for Cleveland.
This Cleveland goal kick brought to you by Pepsi.
68th minute. You know, both teams do not want a scoreless tie here. It would serve Cleveland better than the Lancers, but neither team, I think, wants to go home with 1 point. They want to win this game. I mean, the last time these two teams played, there was 10 goals scored. Today, nothing. Just the way the game of soccer goes. Godoy. They're looking for a crossfield pass, but it's cut up by Kankar. Read it well. Davidev. Squares it for Bruno. Lance will make another substitution in just a moment. Fernandez wanted that ball, couldn't get it. Here comes Cleveland. And a nice tackle. One back by the Lancers. Back to Demidev. And Lancers move forward. Fernandez to Godoy. Wolanski, Fernandez, but won by Cleveland. Derezik squares it for Penton, and we'll have a free kick and a stoppage for a substitution. This will bring in Frankie Siliberto, number 13, will come into the game.
This substitution for your Rochester.
This will be the 70th minute.
Frankie Siliberto. Replacing number 23, Ryan Curtis.
Ryan Curtis, the substitute, will be substituted. Siliberto's dad, Frank Sr., was a member of the Rochester Flash, not the Western New York Flash, which was the women's team, but in the early 80s there was a Rochester Flash team, and he played on it in 1984, and I was actually the team statistician for that team, and one of the teams they played against that year was Ajax Amsterdam, with Marco van Basten, Frank Reichert, Ronald Koeman. What an experience that was. Of course, the Flash lost the game 5-0, but that didn't matter. We got to see some of the legendary players at their very young age. So Siliberto into the game. He's a member of the Indoor Lancers as well. McAvenue tries with the right foot this time. Laying it back for Schmidt. Crossfield again, Cleveland with possession. Looking to find a way through the Lancers' defense. And taken away. Here's Fernandez. It's 2-on-5, but Fernandez does have some space. There's Dylan Rice up top. Fernandez holds it up. Good play. They didn't have much support. That should be a foul, and it is going to be given. That was just a blatant grab there by Cleveland. And that's just a bad free kick there, given away by the Lancers. Took it a little too quickly. Derezik, 71st minute, scoreless game. Schmidt for Saveco. Cleveland's made just the 2 substitutions so far. Lancers have made 5. And that's going to be a goal kick as ball runs out of play. Lancers will be in action next Sunday at 5 p.m. against FC Buffalo here at Aquinas. Hopefully there'll be more fans allowed. Go to ourlancers.com for more information on how many fans will be allowed at Aquinas for that match. Here's Fernandez. Lancers trying to find a way through here. One goal may win this game. Fernandez loses out, does not get a call. Here's Bell. Bell playing it through. Cusimano lays it back. McAvenue to the byline, cross in, cleared away. Dangerous ball inside, but Lancers deal with it. And that should be a free kick, and it is. A little dangerous play there. Came in tight with the studs up high. So Lancers with free kick, 72nd minute. So again, FC Buffalo comes in at 5 o'clock. Ladies take on New Jersey Copa at 2 p.m. in the first game of the doubleheader. But again, check ourlancers.com for the latest in information on how many fans will be allowed. Hopefully more than we're allowed in today, depending on what happens with New York State. Here's Kankar. He's done an excellent job in the back. Has dealt with everything in front of him, which is all you can ask for a defender. His ball over the top looking for Saveco, but won by the Lancers, but given right back. Penton. And that'll be a throw for Cleveland. Getting down to crunch time here at Aquinas. Again, one goal could be the difference in this game. Oliveros Alvarez turns it back for Kankar. Now McAvenue. Cleveland will go with 3 in the back right now, pushing more men forward. Good play by the Lancers back line. Harling wins it. And ball's chipped forward and into touch. Cleveland with the throw in. Derezik. And won by the Lancers. And Cleveland sticks their foot in. Both teams tackling very tightly, marking very closely in this game, not giving the teams any opportunity. Here's a cross in from McAvenue, and Wilkin nearly lost that ball, but ran away from him, and Saveco could not get a foot to it, though. Could have been very dangerous as that ball took a skip off this very fast turf here at Aquinas. But Wilkin managed to grab it. Godoy passing inside, won by Schmidt. And given away again. Godoy tries to get a foot in, can't do so. Cusimano. Cusimano still with it, takes the shot, and Wilkin down for the save. Ball going wide anyway, but Wilkin will keep the ball in play so Lancers can keep possession here in the 75th minute. Quarter hour to go, plus stoppage time, and we are still yet to see a goal here at Aquinas. Wilkin slipped a bit on that clearance, but finds Fernandez. Fernandez lays it back. Forward for Rice, the 18-year-old. Rice moving forward. Kankar, big difference in age and experience there, but good play there by the youngster from the Lancers. Here's Godoy. Rafa Godoy playing it inside. Flag stays down, and now the flag goes up. And it will be offsides. And now we have a Lancer player down. It might be Godoy. Look, he got the ball right in the face. Here's Godoy. It was Fernandez, actually. Fernandez went down, but he was just a touch off sides. And now we're going to have a mandatory, maybe not an official water break, but that's what's happening as Fernandez is being attended to off the pitch. Both teams taking a little chance to rehydrate. Fernandez shaking this off. 23-year-old from right here in Rochester in the western suburb of Chili. His fourth year with the Lancers. Last year played for the Pittsburgh Riverhounds under Bob Lilly, legendary coach. Had 2 goals for Pittsburgh in that 2020 season. It was an unofficial break there. So Schmidt comes out, and Alex Naguki will make an appearance in the 77th minute. That's the 3rd sub for Cleveland. And Cleveland will restart, and here we go. So that'll be a minute or so of stoppage time there. Fernandez is back on the field. Good to see that. Kankar gets the ball back. Kankar doesn't venture forward very often, if at all. He's a rock in the back, though, along with Oliveros Alvarez, 2 very experienced central defenders. Here's Derezik, bothered by Wolanski. Cleveland in possession. McAvenue, marked by Godoy. Godoy nearly wins the ball. McAvenue breaks away here. McAvenue will take a hopeful shot that rolls right into the arms of Wilkin. Alex Harling nearly got himself into trouble there, but gets away to Wolanski. Fernandez is on the wrong foot there, and here comes Cleveland. Sulovic. Vinny Bell. Bell's been pretty quiet in this game. But anytime he has that ball, he's very dangerous. Here's Saveco. Saveco gets the ball to the byline, and he is going to be out of play, and it will be a goal kick. Saveco tried to win a free kick there, and actually would have been a penalty, and that's not going to be a penalty. So it's given as a goal kick. CJ Tkach is going to come into the game for the Lancers. He is a junior at St. Bonaventure, and we'll see who comes out. Wolanski will come out. He's had a lot of work today in midfield, the Lancers co-captain. So it's the 79th minute. We will see Tkach into the game from Greece Athena. His teammate was Dylan Rice. So we'll see if those two can hook up maybe.
The substitution for your Rochester Lancers, entering the match number 26.
79th minute, still no score.
Replacing number 18,
Both teams
Brian Walensky.
trying to find an opening here. Here comes Rochester now, trying to break out of their own half. There's Rice, 18-year-old, back for Schindler. Schindler just gets a foot on that, gets it cross field. Schindler gets the ball back. Just looking to play. There's another foot in by Cusimano. Cleveland playing good defense here. Cusimano loses the ball. It'll be a throw for the Lancers. Quickly thrown in from Rieger to Harling. Now Schindler back to Harling. Now he's looking for the long ball here. Tries to go over the top. Looking for Fernandez, and Fernandez raises his hand, saying it was a good ball there, Alex, but just couldn't get to it. The catch making a forward, playing a forward position here with his high school teammate, Dylan Rice. There's McAvenue. Cusimano. Cusimano gets around one, but can't get around two. Godoy. Godoy wins the throw. 81st minute, 0-0 between Cleveland and Rochester. Lancers with the throw. Throwing up the line. Derezik. Sulovich loses out. Crossfield for Demidov. Demidov with a long ball looking for Fernandez. Saveco's there, and he wins the ball from Fernandez. Well, it looked like it was out of play there, but linesman says no. Saveco for Bell. Bell way upfield. Usually he's much further up, closer to the goal, but there's a foul. Derezik goes down, and Cleveland with a free kick. See if they'll just play this short, or if they'll try to do something into the box. Waiting for a ball to come back in. Can't play without the ball. And now we got two balls in the field. Never fails. And Cleveland does play the ball short. Just keeping possession. Penton. The Lancers get the ball back. Schindler plays it square. Back to Wilkin, and has some trouble there, and it's going to be a corner. First corner of the second half for either team. In the 82nd minute, mistake there by the Lancers defense. A little too hard on that back pass. Wilkin could not control it. Let's see what Cleveland comes up with here. It's going to be Logan Penton, the sophomore from Oakland University, will go over to take the free kick. It'll be an outswinger, it looks like, with the right foot. All the big bodies come up for Cleveland. And that's a poor ball right to Fernandez, and he'll clear it away. Back into midfield. McAvenue back for it. Here's Fenton again. Penton, check that. Ball inside for Derezik. Derezik into the box. Shot saved by Wilkin. Nearly cleared away, and now we'll be out for another corner. Big save there by Brian Wilkin to keep the game scoreless. A nice pass in there by Saveco to Derezik. Took the shot. Wilkin with the save, and then that clearance goes awry and goes out for a corner kick.
Cleveland corner kick brought to you by Todd Fritz.
And once again, it will be Penton to take the corner. Comes off of Bell's head, but cleared out. Sulovich, far side and out of play. 84th minute, still no score. And again, last 10, 15 minutes really have not seen very many chances. That last shot from Derezik really was the best chance in the last 15 minutes or so. But still some time left. Derezik with the ball. Nice control. Looking inside for Cusimano. Cleared away by the Lancers. And once again, Cleveland getting to the ball first. Here's Naguki. Back for Sulovic. Oh, there's going to be a free kick. In a very dangerous spot as Derezik wins the free kick, and Lancers are not happy with that call. But it will be a free kick. And this is a very dangerous situation for the Lancers. Sulovic will try to use that educated right foot of his. It's about 25 yards out in a perfect position. Brian Wilkins setting his wall here. The referee saying, let's get on with it. They're saying the wall is too close. The referee says, push it back. Again, those football lines tell you exactly where 10 yards is. Sulovic is going to take the shot here direct. Here it comes, and it's off the wall. Lancers do a great job. The wall does its job. And Lancers keep Cleveland off the scoreboard. It's very rare that Cleveland does not score in a game, but still some time here. Cusimano breaks inside into the box. Cusimano still with it. A little chip across off the head of Bell, and Wilkin grabs it. And ball's loose, and shot cleared off the line. Shot inside again, cleared off the line by the Lancers. Cusimano scores. Cusimano cleans up the mess in front of the Lancers' goal. 2 chances for Cleveland, and finally they put it away as Kyle Cusimano with the first goal of the season for Cleveland, and they take a 1-0 lead over the Lancers. Here is that crazy scene. Bell got his hand to it. Wilkin could not hold on to the ball, ran into it by his defender. Bell's shot cleared off the line. Actually the shot from Sulovic hit Bell, and then Cusimano got the ball through that maze of players into the upper corner, and that makes it 1-0 to Cleveland. And a substitution for Cleveland. We'll get to that in a second.
It's Cusimano in the 86th.
86th minute.
This substitution for your Rochester Lancers, entering the match, number 12, Daryl Potter.
Daryl Potter will come into the game.
Number 9, Dan Rieger.
Rieger comes out in the 87th minute.
Substitution in the 87th minute.
Lancers throwing out another forward here. Coming out, Fernandez with the ball. And it's going to be a penalty. Lancers get a penalty right at the death of this game. Fernandez was taken down by Cable. Let's see this again. Here's the ball from Fernandez. And Fernandez, yeah, that's a penalty. It's no doubt. That should be a red card, too. But you can't do a penalty and a red card at the same time anymore. But it's going to be a penalty as the goalkeeper, Connor Cable, came out and just took Fernandez down. And the Lancers immediately have a chance to equalize, and it will be Lucas Fernandez to try to knot this game up. What an ending to this game. In the 88th minute, Cleveland scores in the 86th, and the Lancers have a chance to equalize in the 88th. Fernandez against Cable. What a moment here for Lucas Fernandez to try to put the Lancers level again. Here we go. Fernandez, slow run up. Fernandez with the shot, and a goal! Lucas Fernandez does his job, puts the ball into the back of the net in the 88th minute, and just like that, we're level again. Lucas Fernandez with the shot. Went right down the middle. Cable dove. Nearly got the ball with his legs, but Fernandez ties the game at 1. And now coming into the game is number 12, Daryl Potter, and coming out is Dan Rieger. So Lucas Fernandez, who's been dangerous all game, finally broke free, got around Cable, and Cable just took him down like a member of the Cleveland Browns, and it was a penalty. Second penalty we've seen today. The Lady Lancers also had a penalty in their game as well. So Cleveland now and the Lancers knotted at 1 with just over a minute to go in regulation time. We'll see how much stoppage time is added. There should be some. There's been a couple injuries, a number of subs, and that penalty just now. So is this game going to end 1-1, or are we going to have more heroics here at the end of this game? McAvenue to the goal scorer, Cusimano. Okay, that's played off Cusimano. That should be a Lancers throw, and it is. We'll see how much stoppage time is added by referee B.J. Dunham. Lancers going to throw deep in their own half. And Schindler will blast it upfield. Looking for that bounce. Comes off of Rice. Rice holds it up well. But finally does lose it out to Kankar. Kankar moving forward a little bit. Cheveco plays it back. 3 minutes of stoppage time. That's a little surprising. I thought there might be more than that with the couple of injuries, but it'll just be 3 minutes. And we will see if anybody can score in stoppage time. Here's Derezik. Derezik gets the ball on his right foot, chips it in, and just goes past the post and out for a corner kick. Nope, it's going to be a goal kick. Referee overruled the assistant that time, and it's going to be a goal kick. But that was a very dangerous ball in there from Derezik. 2 players coming into the far post from Cleveland, but they could not get a noggin to it. Lancers trying to find a way, and that ball will go out of play. To catch, can't keep it in play. It'll be a throw for Cleveland. Naguki stepping up is Schindler. Rice trying to run onto it. 18 years old, he got those fresh legs. Cheveco, and ball will go in a touch. There's been a minute of stoppage time of the 3. 2 goals in the last 5 minutes of this game, and it's 1-1. Here comes Cleveland, shot in and saved by Wilkin. Cleveland's had much of the possession in this game, but Lancers have shown some dangerous opportunities. Kankar stepping forward well, winning that ball. Here's Vinny Bell. You don't want to let him go. Surrounded by 5 Lancer players, and they get the ball back into the center circle. Kankar. McAvenue. He's on that left foot of his, which he likes. Cusimano, the goal scorer. Back for McAvenue. He wasn't expecting the pass. It's won by the Lancers. Rice, far side. Here come the Lancers. They have a chance to break here if they can continue to move forward. Godoy holds it up. Lays it back for Fernandez. Far side, Bruno. Fernandez again. And that's going to be a foul there. He was obstructed. Another free kick for Rochester. See if they pop one into the box here. It's a long way out. About a minute left of stoppage time. Lancers looking to try to win this game after going down a goal in the 86th minute. That's what's going to happen. They're going to pump that ball into the mixer. Here we go. And ball's headed away by Oliveros Alvarez. Cleveland, see if they can break out maybe. A little bit of space here for Cleveland. Penton down the touchline was played out by the Lancers. Dying seconds of this match, 1-1, and all the scoring coming in the last 5 minutes of normal time. Penton plays it back. Penton again loses out. Maybe one more chance for the Lancers. Godoy. Godoy surrounded, keeping possession. Now goes down. Schindler playing it forward, looking for Rice. And it's taken away. And there's the final whistle. B.J. Dunham blows his whistle after 93 minutes And the teams will share the spoils here at Aquinas today as it ends. Rochester 1, Cleveland 1. Exciting game here. Lancers earn a point against the defending champions of the Rust Belt Division, but sure they wanted all three. But both teams will have a point to start this season. Again, this is the first game in this division, and the other teams will not be starting up for a while yet. Rochester will be in action again next Sunday against FC Buffalo. Cleveland will be back in action in 2 weeks against the Rochester Lancers down in Ohio. Goal scorers Ryan Cusimano for Cleveland and Lucas Fernandez from the spot for the Lancers. Cusimano in the 86th minute and Fernandez in the 88th minute. And a little discussion there at field level. These two teams have a little distaste for each other, as imagine, with all the intense matches they had in 2019. We'll have Callista Cassidy with a post-game interview in just a few moments. Joe Giuliano will be back on the next Lancers broadcast. I'll be back on June 13th as the Lancers will take on Pittsburgh Hotspurs. No relation to Tottenham Hotspur, but they'll be in action on June 13th. I'll be here to call that match here at Aquinas. Both teams settling down after a very intense match. Only one yellow card, though, in the match. Actually, check that, 2 yellow cards. Demedev in the first half for studs up challenge and Sulovic for dissent in the second half. Cleveland had a lot of the possession in the game, but again, possession doesn't win games. It is the how many times you put the ball in the back of the net, and each team did that once today. And funny, I said that Cleveland, I don't remember the last time Cleveland was shut out in a game. And they didn't get shut out, but they didn't win either. Let's go down to Callista Cassidy at Fieldside with an interview.
I'm here with goalkeeper Brian Wilkin. Final score tonight was 1-1. It was a great game. Brian, you had some amazing saves. How does it feel to be back on the field?
It was great. We got one off late, but we didn't give up, and we found one to keep it and get a point out of it.
How have you been directing the team from the back?
A lot of communication to keep us organized. My back four has been helping me out a lot, but just keeping us organized, good shape, gets us a result.
I know you just got back from a trip. Where did you just go?
I went to Utah, Arizona, and Colorado.
Came back just in time for the home opener. Thanks, Brian. We'll see you next week. All right, Lancer fans, next I'm going to be with Bruno Schiefer. Bruno just got signed with the Lancers this week. It was a great game. How does it feel to be a Lancer?
It's pretty good. It's really good to be a Lancer. Just at home right now already.
What are you looking forward to for the season?
I'm looking forward to play games, win, and celebrate with my teammates.
We'll see you next Sunday. Thanks so much, Bruno. All right, next we have Lucas Fernandez, who scored our goal tonight. Lucas, welcome back. How does it feel to be back on the field?
It's always a pleasure. It's great to be back with the guys playing for the Lancers organization. It's always been something I've had a lot of pride in, so happy to be back playing again with my friends.
And how does it feel to score the first goal for this entire season for the Lancers?
No, it's great. I'm just happy we got something out of the game. Getting a goal scored on this super late is always tough, so I'm glad we were able to bounce back as a team and scrap out a point.
Congratulations, thank you so much. And Lancer fans, we will be back with the Lady Lancers next Sunday at 2 p.m. and the Men's Lancers at 5 p.m. Thanks so much, and back to Andrew.
Quite a pair of games here today at Aquinas, both games ending with goals in the 86th minute and the 88th minute. So a lot of action at the very end of these matches. Cross off the head of Bell, and Wilkin grabs it. Goal ball spilling free in the area a couple times. Lancers cleared the ball off the line. Sulovic hit Bell. Sulovic actually got the assist on that goal from Cusimano. We'll get that, give him credit for that. But here's the Lancers immediately coming back. Fernandez coming in, and that was definitely a penalty there as Connor Cable just wiped out Fernandez, and he steps up to take the free kick And the penalty is Lucas Fernandez into the back of the net, tying the game. Just 2 minutes after Cleveland took the lead, Lancers tied up through the penalty from Fernandez, and we end up Rochester 1, Cleveland 1. So again, Rochester back in action next Sunday. The ladies at 2 p.m. against New Jersey Copa, and the men will take on FC Buffalo next Sunday at 5 p.m. Be sure you come out again. Go to ourlancers.com for all the latest information on the amount of fans that will be allowed here at Aquinas for next Sunday's game. There may be a change this week from New York State. So those of you who could not come to the game today, first of all, thank you for joining us on the broadcast. Second of all, if you want to come to see the Lancers, check ourlancers.com for the latest information on attending next Sunday's matches and the matches coming up in June as well. June 13th, 20th, and 27th, the Lancers will be home 3 straight Sundays, so you can make your plans for that as well. I want to thank our broadcasters today. Of course, Soccer Sam Fantuzzo, the owner of the Rochester Lancers. I want to thank him for all he does, and I wouldn't be doing this if it wasn't for Sam, so thank you, Sam. Thank you to Ashley Maria King Solomianco and her beautiful daughter as well. Kayla Clark Kent, without her we couldn't do these broadcasts, as with Joel Belthazer, who's produced this and does a great job with the graphics and everything, keeping me honest. And, of course, Callista Cassidy doing the halftime and post-game interviews. And Coach Doug Miller for helping out on the pre-game announcements for the Rochester Lancers as well. This has been Andrew Battisti, Rochester Lancers historian. It's been a pleasure calling both games today. I will see you hopefully here at Aquinas next Sunday as the Lancers will be back in action. For everybody associated with the broadcast, I'm Andrew Battisti. Have a good night, everyone. This is the Lancers Broadcast Network.